Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Go live on Insta. I'm going live on Insta now. Yes, I am going live, but my camera, I just put it in the stupidest spot. Hold on. Hold on. I have to undo it. I forgot we used it earlier today and it's not where it's supposed to be. So now it's pointing up at the ceiling. If you are on YouTube, bear with me for a second because I forgot we used my camera today for something else. And oh my gosh, it's all messed up. Okay, I'm coming. This is terrible. Absolutely horrible. Just let me. Okay. Okay, now that looks better. Oh no. Thank goodness you can't see the things flying everywhere because everything is going everywhere. I was on the phone. My children, their grandmother is currently in the hospital. So I just got off the phone with her because I was like so busy. My son's getting married. My son's getting married this Saturday coming up. So I was not feeling good. I had to help my son. We have church, and so there's lots going on. Okay, I'm live, and now I'm not live here. And let's get started. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for all the likes, Anna. So it's hectic. So I got somebody in the hospital, and then I got my son getting married, and I was talking to my ex-mother-in-law. Anyway, and I said to her tonight, she said something about whose birthday is coming up. And I went, oh, I forgot my own kid's birthday. The one who's getting married is actually his birthday is like on Wednesday of the next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, the next Wednesday. And then I got another birthday on Friday. So I got my youngest on Friday, my second oldest next Wednesday, and then he's getting married Saturday. It is hectic. And Grammy's in the hospital. So Grammy, I don't know what's going on with Grammy exactly, but I always check in on her, make her laugh a little bit because I'm a bit of a clown. But that's what I do. Okay. It is going to be a crazy month. It already is. It's already started. And I almost forgot his birthday. And I was like, how could I forget his birthday? How could I forget it? And I figured it's the wedding that's probably throwing me off. Okay. So wherever you are watching from, I invite you to, if you're going to watch this, I don't think this happens on Instagram, but YouTube, if you see this after the fact, then do me a favor and drop down replay in the comments and let me know where you are watching from, because it is always cool to see where people are watching from. TikTok, where are you watching from? This is my website. What I do is I used to DoorDash till I lost my truck and my job. I know I said this, but I was scrolling on TikTok like many of you are doing now. And I was scrolling one night and I saw this girl and I don't even know how. I never used TikTok. And I heard them say this I think it was on the news today. Somebody was like, how are you shopping? And this girl goes, I go on TikTok, I see what's trending. And then she goes, and then I go look it up on the computer. I thought, what? Where am I? Like, who does that? I didn't know people do that. So that's what she said. And I was like, I have never, ever in my life used TikTok as a way to look for anything. I've never done that. I find that's foreign to me. But so when I was scrolling on TikTok two nights before, I'm pretty sure it's two. I always say it's two because I know it was really close together. And the first time I saw her, she was talking about making money online. And I thought, I have never done that. So anyways, I saw this girl talking and I must have waited long enough that it just, the algorithm stopped and picked up that I looked at her thing, because I went like this. I scrolled past her when she was talking about making money online. And then 2 days later, after I had lost my truck and my job in the same day, because you're a DoorDasher, your means of doing it is through a truck. I didn't have credit cards. Okay, so November 2022, my kids are not in the room. So when my kids are not in the room, I can talk about this. November 2022, what happened was I suffered a mini stroke. And the night of it, I didn't even know what I was experiencing. All I knew is what I looked at numbers, and the numbers were not making sense. And in my head, I knew that the numbers I was looking at should make sense, but they weren't making sense. And my son had came home, my second oldest came home that night. And I was sitting at the computer, and I remember being extremely stressed out. And I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know what in my marriage. And I was working on the computer, and he came in the door, and I said to him, my head is hurting really bad. And I don't know, for a second he stopped and he started talking to me. And I said, I think I'm going to go to bed. I'll feel better in the morning. And I said, I can't remember. There were words that I wanted to say, but I couldn't say them. It was a mess. I knew something was wrong, but in your head, it's different. I don't know how to explain it. So anyways, he told his friend, and her mom is a nurse, and she said, you tell your mother to go to the hospital the next day. So I went to the hospital the next day. They put me in this, what do you call that, scanning thing? They put me in the scanning thing, put this big helmet on my head, put me in the scanning thing. And I remember sitting outside of that room, crying to God, saying, Lord, I'm married. I don't know where my husband is. And I've never felt so alone, even though, my son was in the room, but he couldn't come with me down the hallway to this place. And you feel alone. Like, I've never felt so scared and alone in my whole entire life, not even having children. This was something completely different. It was a terrible experience. Anyways, fast forward. My husband at the time didn't show up. He didn't text. He never called. I didn't hear from him. So I knew something was wrong in my marriage, and I didn't know what it was. So when I came home a couple days later, I was napping with my son, my youngest, and he had come home, grabbed something, left. I've never seen him ever since. I seen him one time before I actually found out the truth. But that was it. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. We were left. I didn't have any plans. I didn't know what was happening. We were literally abandoned, 4 of us. I'm a mama of 5, but I have 4 in the house now. One's already old enough and gone. Second one's on its way out the door. But it was a family of 5 of us, 4 kids and me. And I was left struggling, like left with no job, no income, absolutely no income, no job, no nothing. And to be in that position, this is why I show up and I tell you a little bit about me so you understand. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to be literally, and this is for the people that maybe are married and don't have their own income. I would tell you to get an income. Thanks, Anna. It was brutal. I will say it was brutal, but there's hope. There is hope. Because I don't want anybody. I wished I would have heard somebody. I don't know if I would have listened, okay? And I don't expect everybody to listen that hears this. But I wish I would have heard somebody say to me, things happen in life. What would happen if your spouse just all of a sudden is not there anymore? What would you do? Would you have an income? Would you have a way to make money? Would you be able to sustain, like survive that, whether it can come by death, it can come by an accident, it can come by separation, it can come from abandonment. You know what? There are plenty of people who are abandoned, plenty of people who are actually in a circumstance or a situation where and I had some red flags along the way, but I won't go there. I just left things with God. And I should have had an income. I should have had my own income, like a way to create your own income. We need it. We need it accessible. You having your life based on somebody else and based on their money. I'm not saying that you can't trust your spouse. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying anything against any kind of marriage. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, man, as we get older, more things tend to happen to us. And that's the truth. We experience death, we experience sickness, we experience accidents, we experience drastic life-changing events that happen to us. And I want people to be prepared. This is a way to be prepared. Yes, it is. But I don't know if I would have listened to myself, or I don't know if I would have listened to somebody say, do you have an income? Do you have a way to protect you and yours? As a mom, most of the times in these situations, it's moms with children. Most of them, okay? I'm not saying it doesn't happen to dads, but most of the time, the guys are the ones that leave. The guys pass away before the women. Most of the time, it's the guys that are passing away before the women. So we are left with children, or left without children. That we are left with, what are we going to do? How are we going to survive? How are we going to put food on the table? How am I going to pay the bills? How? This is made for everybody. This is an online business where you actually, it is providing for us slowly, okay? Slowly, I'm growing my business. This is not a get-rich scheme. This is not a get-rich overnight thing. Now, for some people, yes, they will experience getting paid right away. Some people will. Some people take days, weeks, months. It all depends. It is an actual business. Yeah, that's what I mean. But I don't know if people actually see. So just so that you know, I just read a comment on TikTok, and it said, Anna says, my mom-in-law was left with 3 kids and no money. This is what we're talking about. My heart to you is this. Please, if you do not have an income, if you don't want to do what I do, I'm okay with that. I want the people who want to do this to do it, because it has to be like, you have to be invested in wanting to do something new and learning something new, because this is new. It was new to me. I didn't know the words. I didn't know the terms people use. I was literally a beginner, and I had been in business before, but everything you need is inside of here. If you do not want to do this, please listen to me. As a woman, as a mom, as a friend, as somebody who genuinely cares about you, please have your own income. I don't even care if it's $100 a month. I don't care. Listen, sometimes you're in a situation where you don't want somebody else to know that you have an income. This is the kind of thing that you don't have to make known. You could actually do this. Go take a walk, start recording on your phone. You're making 3 videos. That's it. That's all you're doing. And then you're posting free ads. This is the easiest thing that you can do to actually generate an income. So you do it from your phone. All you need is Wi-Fi. If you have to do this privately, and I say that for many different reasons, because I probably would, I don't know what I would have done. I can't say what I would and wouldn't have done, but you can go take a walk. You can go take 3 videos a day. You can post those videos from your phone whenever you can, morning, noon, and night. This is a lifeline for some people, okay? A literal lifeline. If you need a way to make money and you need to do it, maybe in a semi-private way, for whatever reason, I don't care what your reason is. I don't care about, I just want you to know this is a choice. This is an option for people to make a stream of income that you can do in 2 hours a day from your phone, Wi-Fi. And I said, it doesn't happen overnight, but it is an option for people if they're willing to learn something new. If you're willing to follow a blueprint, you actually have like video that you can follow. You're going to follow it step by step by step. You will learn How? Yes, you can have an apple. You will learn how to have a successful online business by following the steps. Please follow the steps. I didn't follow the steps, which is hence why I probably took me longer to get going. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. It is proven to work. So I love that this is for anybody 18 to 80. You can do this. What? Yes, I can do that. Bring it here. We call it open that. Can you open that? So go ahead. No, that was mommy. Mommy had a headache. So if you're cruising through here and you want to know more info, just go to grannysgettingpaid.com. You need to put your email in. Why? Because this is an automated system. You will love that this is an automated system, because what happens is you put your hours of work in, say 2 to 3 hours. I always say an hour for learning. So you put 2 hours in, you do your 3 videos in 2 hours. You do it actually 3 videos in 1 hour. For a half hour, you're posting free ads. Everything you need to learn about this is inside. And then the other half hour, all you're going to do is comment on, like, if somebody goes on my video and says, what are you talking about? How do you do this? Can I have more info? All I'm going to do is respond to that. That's what we're talking about. That is your 2-hour workday. It is that easy. Yes, pick one platform, post on that platform, learn that platform, because every single platform is different. And I made the mistake. I have made many mistakes, many, and I'm sure I will make many more. But I honestly thought that most platforms kind of followed the same ideas, and they don't. They just don't. Some content works better on some platforms, and you gotta learn the platform. So you want to pick one platform and stay on that platform and understand it and work it so that it works for you. So whatever it is, you post, when you start to post videos, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to learn what videos actually do good for you. So whatever videos you're like, oh, this person asked me what I'm doing, that would be a good video. Okay, so what do? You go back and you make more of those videos, more. And there's different kinds of videos you can create. Now, I will tell you, some of my ones that I create are some of the best ones. My face is not even in there. I can create a video and I can put on it, like, I can, listen, this is what I'll do. I'll show you what I put on some of my, I call them overlays. So I would take a video, because this is content, right? In your 2-hour workday. Okay, so, and then put aside an hour for learning. You've got to do the hour for learning, because it's important that you consistently grow. Do you know on social media things change all the time? Like everything is changing all the time. Think about this. How do you exchange money? How do you talk to people? How do you exchange information? Gone are the days of the fax. I don't even think, does anybody fax anymore? I remember faxing. I remember standing at the stinking fax, waiting for like 15 pages to go to some other person's machine. And like, you know, it was awful. So I am thankful. I don't know if anybody faxes anymore, but I am so thankful to say I don't need a fax. And you can actually do a fax app online now, or like, I think it's an app that you can use, or a website, whatever. It takes away that craziness of faxing. So we exchange money differently. We do it online. We exchange information. We everything we do is online. This is online. There is no shipping. There is no postage, no packing, no customer service where you're answering a phone. This is an amazing opportunity that anybody can do. And I love that. I actually was speaking to somebody the other day with mobility issues, like a disability. Do you know you can even do this? Like, I'm sitting. Can you sit? Can you sit? Can you stand? Can you move? You can do whatever you need to do in this business because it's yours. So if you have a mobility restriction, if you are, it doesn't even matter. Even if you were deaf, you could still do this. There are so many open doors, and I love because when you have a disability, when you have something that makes you, have to readjust how you do things in life, I can't even imagine what that's like. I won't even begin to imagine what that's like. But when you have a business that opens up the doors to people like that who could use it, who are in need, who want to make money, but they don't have the way to do it, this is a way to do it because you don't have to hear to create content. You don't even have to do that. You can create. I'm going to show you what I do. And this is without my face. I have some of these that do really well and I do them randomly and I'll put on it. Oh, I put that at the top. But I'll put on 2-hour workday. I'll put on 900 slash day, and I'll explain that for you in a minute. I put work from home, or I'll put work from phone, or I'll put whatever, because that's what I focus on. And then I'll put something like no tech, no experience, or no degree. And I'm going to show you something. This is what people might call faceless, okay? So I take these words, okay, because these are like the highlights, the features, the benefits of what I do, of the business. So can you make that in a day? You can learn how to make that in a day. That would be one customer. Now, are you going to do that in a day or are you going to do that in a week or whatever? I don't know. But the possibility is there for you to make that in a day. Yes, if you had one customer that bought the legacy, that would make you that in one day. You need to master the 2-hour workday. In the beginning, are you going to do that? I don't know. I don't know if you've ever created videos before. I don't know if you're gonna. I don't remember. I probably didn't do the 2-hour workday in the beginning. Now I can do the 2-hour workday. I probably spend 2 to 3 hours a day on this. When I love to create all my content first thing in the morning. Like, I love that. If I do that, I'm a happy camper for the day because then all I do is go in and I post. I go in and I post. I go in and I post. It literally is just hitting a button. So that 2-hour workday, you learn to master that. If you want to do stuff after, that's on you. But with this blueprint, you're just going to follow the steps. You're going to follow it till you have a successful online business. Then you can veer out. Then you can go, oh man, I want to go on another platform. Well, go for it. Just remember, you need to focus on time. How much time is it going to take you to post on another platform and learn that platform? You got to learn how it talks. You got to learn how it walks. You got to learn about that platform. Because if you think you can just take the same thing and repost it, it doesn't always work like that. It just doesn't. So I take this. This is what I'm telling you about. Faceless. Sorry, I forgot the word. Faceless. So when I create a video, sometimes I will do a faceless video. Now, what does that mean? It means that I don't show my face. So I might take a video of my kids riding up and down the street, right? If they're riding up and down the street, there's movement. So I might do a video that's 10, 15 seconds of my kids riding up and down the street. Then I will take this text and just put it over top of the video. Okay? If you don't know how to do any of that, that doesn't matter. You'll learn everything. So I put that on top of my video, and that is my video for the day, or for one of my 3 videos. Then I might do 2 other videos, and I might say, hey, did you know that in this business you get an automated system? You work 2 hours a day. Master the 2-hour workday. You have a system that's going 24 hours around the clock working for you, making you what I call sleepy money. So I could do a video on that with my face. I could do a video and go inside of my community and take like a little snapshot of somebody's win and then go share that. That's what I'm talking about. The content is easy. All you're going to do is tell a little bit about you. You're going to share something about you. My kids riding their bikes on the street. You can obviously tell I'm a mother, or I'm raising grandchildren at my age, because you see the gray? I got grays. But they're all my kids. But anyways, It is not, I like to highlight what this business can do for people. Because it's not only about money, but it is about time, and time is precious to us. So these do really good for me when I post an overlay with some music and some kind of moving video. I say moving because I have gotten in trouble for videos that don't have movement. So if you see me talk with my hands, it's just because the algorithm likes moving. Okay. So if you want to screenshot that, you can actually use that if you want that. That's what I do. That's what I highlight. I'm going to erase that. Where is it? Okay. So that's what we do. Basically, we create content. Oh, that brush is so much better. We create content. We post content. This is a business. It is a business. And the more you're in this business, the more you can grow and understand what you actually have at your fingertips. You can learn how to create a product, a program, or a course, or even your own community if that's what you want to do. It is completely up to you. I focus on beginners because I want beginners, people. I want to help the people that actually need this most. And that's why I talk about the beginner side of things, because listen, that means a 75-year-old grandma, if she can get on a phone and she can create a video, she can do this. If you have an 18-year-old kid who wants to make money, who's like, man, I can use my phone, then go for it. Man, if I had this at 18, I would lose my mind, because I would be like, this is the best thing ever. At 18 years old, to actually be able to earn an income and have a goal as a 6-figure income earner, like this knocks, who can do that? This knocks everything out of the park. When you think about 40-hour work week, you think you got to do that. This is the way that we do things. We work 40 hours. No, man, we don't. We not anymore. Stop thinking that there's only one way. There is another way. We have a digital program. I actually promote 4 programs, 1, 3, 6, and 9. Those programs, when you purchase a program, let me tell you what happens. It kickstarts your online business. No business have I ever come across in my whole entire life, and I'm old. I have never come across a business. I have done the bookkeeping for businesses. I have started businesses. I have had insights to small business. In saying that, I have never, ever in my life saw a business that was for anybody. Like anybody could do it. Usually you have to have some kind of degree or experience or money or like equipment or a place to do it in. Like there's all kinds of things with business. Let me tell you how barrier-free this is. So if you come to me and you say, do you have to have a degree? No, you don't need a degree. Everything you get in this program teaches you. Here, start here. Here, go here. Here, go do this. Do this. If you want to learn how to have a successful online business, you're just going to follow the blueprint, step by step. So there is no shipping. It's a digital program. There's 4 of them, like I said. So there's no shipping. There's no customer service where you're picking up a phone, answering phones, answering questions. You have an automated system with this, and it's given to you. You actually get a website made for you. The website's made for you. I didn't make the website. I didn't make the programs, but because I have what is called master resale rights, I get to turn around and sell them as a beginner to another beginner. So I don't go into details about what's in the programs, because you can learn that on your own. You could go in there if you're one of the go-getters who's like, no, I want to learn how to do this and that, and that's great. Go inside, you'll see what's in there, and you can see how you can learn. You will be able to learn how to do the other stuff if you want to. But as a beginner, for those people who are just looking for an answer to a problem. Like, I need to work from home. I need to make money online. I need a simple, uncomplicated way to make money. This is it. You don't need to look any further. It's already, you're not, with a normal business, you're actually taking a risk. This is already proven to work. It works. You just have to follow. And I didn't follow in the beginning. I didn't. Now, yes, I am making money. I am learning how to do this better every day. It's called learning and earning. I am learning. I am on a journey. And now I can actually see where I had no hope to be a six-figure income earner. I don't want to be rich. It's not about being rich. But I have no desire to be rich. I have a desire to take care of my kids. But when I saw the opportunity that, man, in this life, I could actually make six figures, I was like, hold on a minute. Can I do that without any kind of special anything? Yes, it's anybody. Like, we're talking moms, we're talking dads, we're talking grandma, grandpa, anybody. And this flings open the door to what society says is impossible and makes it possible. That's what it does, because we go to school for umpteen million years to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be whatever, all these things. This is not that. You get to learn, but at the same time, you're going to build a business, apply what you have learned, which is marketing skills. You're going to learn marketing skills. You turn around, use those skills to promote the business that you're following, where there's a step-by-step guide. It is amazing how this all comes together, is why I love it. Because like I said, if somebody has a mobility issue, if somebody has time issues, if somebody has money issues where they just need to make a little bit more money but don't have the time, man, I don't have the time to add another, and I'm just saying this as an example, I don't have the time to add another 20-hour part-time job a week. Well, this takes 2 hours a day, and you do it, and it could actually take you less. It depends on you. It does depend on you, but a good framework is 2 hours a day, an hour for learning. If you can fit this in, what is your goal? How bad do you want to change? How bad do you want that money? How bad do you want to live differently? Because that's the question, really. How bad do you want it? If you want this bad enough, then you're going to fit it in. You're going to go, okay, I got a lunch at this time. Okay, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll get up at 5:30. I'll do this. I'll do that. I have seen people do it. I have seen people working 18 hours and then going to this and working 2 hours a day. It is possible. Thanks, Jen. How are you? Thank you for the happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. And we had a great weekend. Thank you. I hope you did too. So this changes how you live. And I love to say how you live, because when you take away stress and you take away pressure and you take away from people worry and all that stuff, that it does come with a lack of, I don't have enough for this, I don't have enough for that. Then we tend to get worried and stressed and all that stuff. But we don't have a solution. Like, how do I make money? Well, do you have 2 hours? Can you make 2 hours in your day? Can you find that time to do something different? Because it has helped other people, and we have a pathway of people ahead of us who are making six figures. The woman who created this, I think, is on our second or third million. I am not even right. I don't know if it's second or third million. She's been doing it since September 2022. And I remember that because of me having that mini stroke in November 2022. And that's when she started the community. And I wish I would have found it back then, because I'd be in a different spot now. But she's been doing the same exact thing since September 2022. And now I think she's on her third million in 2 years as a mom of 6 kids and I think she has 5 grandchildren. Also in that, long list of people ahead of me are other six-figure income earners. And those are people, and I'm not just talking about moms and dads. I've seen moms, dads. I've seen people come out of corporate America with really good jobs, starting this and having success in this and working so much less than they're used to. Corporate America sucks the life right out of you. It does. Okay. Every day, longer times, they want you there right till that 5 o'clock bell rings, and then they get mad if you bolt for the door on the way out the door. Like, come on. How much more do you want out of me? You want me to stay another 15 minutes? You're not going to pay me for it, and you don't pay me enough as it is because I'm scrunching dollars at the end of the week just to pay the rent, just to pay the bills, and yet you want me to sacrifice more time for you? What do you want? My life on a platter kind of thing? Like, it is ridiculous. And I wish that society would give us a break. I'm not talking about not working. Thanks, Jen. Thank you for the heartbeat. I'm not talking about not working. I'm not one of the people laziest way to make money. No, I'm not like that. I don't believe in that. I believe you need to work. You need to work to actually earn money. You got to work. This is working, but it brings more life-work balance, and that's what I'm about. I think that we're working so hard. We have families that we can't see because we don't have the time. We have families we can't spend time with. And then if you have the time, you don't have the money. Well, come on, man. Where's the balance in this, right? Where's the balance? I believe that this brings balance to our lives, because if you want to work 4 hours a day, go ahead. You can do that. It's just the girl who created it as a mom who didn't want to spend her whole day working and not being with her children and not seeing her children. I say balance. I love the 2-hour workday. I probably do 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes I might do more if I'm trying to learn something new. That's on me, right? That's me. If I want to spend more time, I'm going to teach you to do the 2 hours. Master that 2 hours. Be the pro at that. Be the best on that platform. You master it. When you start to see sales, when you start to have successful business, then you can decide what you want to do next. When you master that, when you know where your sales come from, where you know how to talk to people on that platform, it is very important that you learn and you grow. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, and then you're going to earn. Okay. Now, some people will earn before you. Keep those horse blinders on. I'm going to tell you this. As somebody who's in this, keep, horses, they can only see forward. That's where you need to see. If you look to the right and you look to the left, you're going to get lost and you're going to get discouraged and upset. And that's not where you want to be. So in this, you put your blindfolders on, your horse blinder things, you go forward and you keep going forward until you start to see the success, because I told you, plenty of people have come before you and they're paving the road, showing you, yes, it is possible. I am one of them. My goal is I want to be that 6-figure income earner because I want to do more than just my family. I have a goal of doing some other things outside of my home in my community. So this small online business can help you actually achieve goals that you didn't even know were possible for you. So I'm here to tell you that if you're ready to do that next step, if you're ready to change how you live, you can do it. Just go to grannysgettingpaid.com, grannysgettingpaid.com. You put your email in. My 24-hour around-the-clock machine is going to answer you right away. And you will appreciate that because you would have the same thing. It kickstarts the automated process. You get to have more info, which is what you want. And if you have questions, ask me in an email. I would love to answer your questions. That's why I'm here. That's why I go live, because I want to help you understand it, get into it, start it, and take away any fears or doubts or unbeliefs that you may have. I can tell you it's real, it exists, I'm doing it, and it's working. It is a business. It takes time to build, but I love what the freedom that comes with this is absolutely hands down the best thing you will experience. And I love what is called sleeping money. So in the middle of the night, if somebody decides, hey, they're in another part of the world, they can purchase from me. They can go, hey, they saw a video of mine, one of my videos that are out there 24 hours around the clock on social media. They find my video, they look at it, they're like, I need to make money. They go to my website, they go put their email in, they get the immediate thank you video, and then they go back, they get another email, they can go in there, go to the bottom, click on the link to show my programs, they go look at the programs. They're like, okay, yes, I want to do this. Next thing that happens, I get a sale, they get helped because they're like, I finally found something that is going to change my family and me, our lives. And they purchase at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I get sleeping money, which is awesome for me, right? But at the same time, you got to realize that they're going to start their own journey, that you can start your own journey, that this is going to change how you live when you follow this step-by-step process. It can change how you live. So if you're ready, go do that. And if you have questions, ask me in an email tomorrow night. I'm going to change my times to 8 p.m. because 7 p.m. is going to collide with quite a few different things that December is bringing. So for the month of December, I'm going to change my lives to 8 o'clock, and I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to go live quite a few times now because I've changed the time. Okay. So thank you. Walk with Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Anna. I don't know who else popped in. Lord's Lettuce. Thank you for liking Lord's Lettuce. That's a cool name. Lord's Lettuce. You said Paula. I don't know the face. Do I know the face? It's hard to see on here. I don't think I recognize the name though. I'll have to go look. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. If you are new, make sure you smash that follow button. And thank you. I like your name. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Be sure to join me again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll find something to talk about, probably the automation part of this, because that is very interesting. And if you don't have something that's automated in your life helping you, it makes everything slower. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Good night.